Okay, so let's look at the peak here. We are the 25th of March today. Let me see. So, okay, so today, this morning, there was a conjunction between the Sun transit and Bitcoin's moon. The moon was in Capricorn, very nice, and also Venus was conjunct Chiron. So it was really nice. On top of that, we experienced a 4-day transit of Jupiter conjuncting Uranus. So it's very nice. So we're at the end of that nice row right here, so tomorrow morning the Sun will make a square with Mars, which is not very nice, but the Moon will still be in Capricorn and will be probably Virgo. Let me check something. Virgo, let me see. Okay, Virgo, Cancer, Cancer is right here. Okay. Yes. Oh yeah, I did note it. Okay, it's right here. So yes, so when the Moon is in Capricorn, it highlights the stellium at the beginning of Capricorn, but also it ends up conjuncting at 29th degree Bitcoin's Jupiter, which is very nice, and it's going to be highlighted once. So that's a nice transit. So I think this one is going to be compensated by this one. Then this one is good. It's Mercury with what? In sextile with Jupiter also. So that's very nice. These two here, and then there's just a what is this? Semi-sextile. Yeah, it's a semi-sextile with, no, is it? Yes, semi-sextile with Aries right here. So it's nice. So let's zoom out. Okay, so this is not bad. Okay, so 26, there's a drop in the morning, then it goes back up. Yeah, I mean, we're still here, but this one is not that bad. I mean, this was compensating this one for sure, but I don't know. I think it's still good. Okay, and we're still aiming to the new moon. So now on the 27th, at the end of the day, Mercury will do something. It's a square with Pluto. It's not very nice, but there's nothing else. So I mean, there's these two. Okay, yeah, well, it may drop a little bit maybe on the 28th during the night between the 27th and the 28th. Then on the 28th, it's gonna go up a little in the morning, I would say, or maybe balance out. It's not very busy right here, okay? Not very busy, but I think it's still gonna pump a little. And then there's this beautiful conjunction between Venus and Neptune, which is very nice. It's not super strong, because Venus is not very strong, even though in Pisces in Bitcoin's chart, but it's not very strong. So it has to pump here on the 29th. But here's what I want to show you. Mercury here. So that's the trigger here. My lines, my horizontal lines are the trigger based on the zodiacal release. So those are the triggers for Venus, and the triggers for Mercury are quite a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 triggers for this Mercury transit here. which is Mercury in Aries, squaring Mars. So it's not a good one, but this one is very nice. So it's going to start pumping, then it's going to go down. Venus will continue triggers. And then these two here, actually these four, 1, 2, 3, 4, are the triggers for Mars, which are, I mean, Mars is more important in Bitcoin's chart. So these two are happening, these two here for Mars are happening after, well, around the end of Mercury's transit, but at least before the start of the opposition between Jupiter and Bitcoin's Saturn. So these two are going to be good. It's going to pump here. So will Mercury bring Venus down, and then Mars will take over here? Possibly. So basically, the peak, I think, will be by the end of the morning on the 29th, Pacific time all the time. I'm just doing Pacific time. So, so at the end of the morning on the 29th, I think there's a chance that the peak will show here. Or if Mercury is not that strong, which I doubt because there are so many of the triggers, that I think it's going to go down a bit here, even though the moon is in Pisces, which is typically good. But yeah, I think it will be either so in the morning on the 29th, or in the morning of the 30th. So Wednesday morning or Tuesday morning. And that's what I think. Now I think this one will bring things down, even though it's Jupiter, but it's in opposition with Saturn, so it's pretty strong. And then it will pump back up before a dip here on the 1st, which is the new moon. So yeah, definitely here I think it's not going to be good. That's what I think. Even though on the 31st, the moon is still in Pisces on the 31st, and the sun will, what is the sun doing here at 10 degree? 10 degree, oh yeah, 10 degrees is the north node. Well, I don't know if the north node is that powerful. I noticed that, I don't know, I may just cross the north node altogether, you know. I don't know, maybe not with the slow planets, but I don't know. So, I mean, I'm not gonna count this one. So yeah, I think the dip is after this, after the 39, on the 31st, I think that's gonna be a dip. Yeah, 31st. So I would bet on the 29th morning, because this one is risky, even though it's Mars, so it's stronger than everything else, but it's only 2 triggers. Because sometimes, depending on the zodiacal release, sometimes there are just a few triggers, and sometimes the triggers are many, like here, depending on the period. So I would say there's only 2 here for Mars, which is a bit risky. I wouldn't go through that. So Venus, Neptune, right here on the 29th at the end of the morning. Okay, this video is going to be short. I don't want to show too much. I just want to show you these 2 here. So beginning of April, Jupiter will be in opposition with Bitcoin's Saturn, which is not good. And this one I think is worse. It's going to be Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aquarius. So Saturn transit which is in Aquarius since the end of 2020, is reaching 22 degree where Neptune is located in Bitcoin's chart. And I don't think it's positive. I think it's going to restrict. I think it's going to go down pretty heavily. That's what I feel. Even though there will be a sextile here between Mars and Aries in Bitcoin's chart. The moon will be in Taurus, which is nice. The sun and Mercury, like we said last time, entered Aries, which is a bit because it's squaring Capricorn, the stellium in Capricorn. And then there will be also another nice transit here, but you see it's only 1 day, and here it's only 2 days. I know it's pretty strong, but compared to that, it's not gonna do anything, I believe. Now, Venus will be very nice here at the beginning of Pisces, but it doesn't matter because Saturn is here. Now, there's another one that is very confusing. All the aspects created by Uranus are very confusing, very hectic again. I mean, we know that, astrologers know that, but it's confirmed like in financial, because the price goes up and down in crazy ways. You don't even know where it goes. Last time it happened was last year. I can't remember when. But anyway, the price was going up and down in a weird way, even though it's a sextile. Well, no, it's even trine here. So it's supposed to be, I mean, if it was Jupiter making a huge trine like that, long period of trine, I mean, it would be, I would say, up. But this one, Uranus, you never know. I think it's just going to go up and down. Plus this one, I mean, I don't like it. So maybe I'm wrong, hopefully, I don't know. And I didn't finish the month of April anyway, but I just wanted to show you this. The moon in Cancer is typically negative. After this, I think it will calm down a little. It will not go down as much, but I think from the 1st to the 6th, at least, I think it's gonna go down, and then the moon is in Cancer, so it's okay. Well, that's it. The next, well, I didn't work on the rest, so I will probably post. What day are we? The 25th, right? I will probably post around the 8th. That's it. Okay.